Hello, and welcome to another presentation of 5-Minute Cybersecurity. Flipper Zero is a portable, Tamagotchi-like multifunctional device developed for interaction with access control systems. The device is able to read, copy, and emulate RFID and NFC tags, radio remotes, iButton, and digital access keys, along with a general-purpose input-output interface. In this presentation, I will answer the questions: is it legal? How does it work? What can you do with one? And what it can't do. I am Bill Osolinski, a certified information systems security professional with 30 years of experience. Is the Flipper Zero legal? Despite its potential to be used for illegal purposes, the Flipper Zero is legal in the United States, but it seems to be making some people nervous. A shipment of 15,000 flippers was seized by customs in 2022, but later let through. In April 2023, South Dakota Fusion Center alerted authorities across the country about the potential use of the device by domestic terrorists, and Amazon banned sales of the Flipper Zero on their site for being a card skimming device. How does a Flipper Zero work? The Flipper Zero is basically a two-way remote control that can receive, read, store, and transmit a variety of wireless signals. There are plenty of other devices that can do some of these things, but the Flipper puts them all together. Plus, it's easy to understand. Its gamified presentation makes it easy to use. What can you do with the Flipper Zero? You can use the Flipper Zero to replace an infrared remote control, so your stereo, TV, air conditioner, and more can all be controlled from the same device. The Flipper uses brute force to send its library of IR codes wherever you point it, so you could use it to control devices which use an IR remote that are in range. For example, you could use it to change the channel of a TV at a bar. If you had a microchip implanted in your pet, a Flipper can read your pet's identification number and take its temperature if it's a thermochip. Just hold it near where the RFID chip is inserted for a few seconds and bam, your pet's number. If you don't know where the chip was inserted, you can scan your pet with the Flipper and find it as well. It cannot locate a lost pet, but neither can any scanner. If you have an ID card that opens a door, you can probably clone it with a Flipper Zero, whether it's your work badge or a hotel room key. That sounds like a security nightmare, but you already have the original key to clone it. A Flipper Zero can read credit cards. This is the functionality that got the device banned from Amazon, but it's really not as bad as it seems. If you scan a card with a Flipper, it can read the card number and sometimes the date, but it can't transmit the information or read the CVC number, so you won't be able to use it to make purchases or empty someone's bank account. You can use a Flipper Zero to crash nearby iPhones and Androids by flooding them with Bluetooth messages. It's not exactly easy. You need to load a developer's build of third-party firmware in order to run Crash My Enemy's Phone app, but it is possible. You can't use a Flipper to steal a Tesla, but you can use it to troll a Tesla owner by opening the car's charging port, assuming this vulnerability hasn't already been fixed. This one is iffy. Some older garage doors and security gates can be opened with a device like this. Newer models have better security and use rolling codes, so storing a code on a device like this won't work. This will only work with some kinds of wireless, usually older doorbells. Ring or Nest doorbells are probably safe, and you need to first read the doorbell to get the right frequency. But if you can do that, you can play Ding Dong Ditch from a distance. Things a Flipper Zero can't do. Despite TikTok videos that suggest otherwise, you can't use a Flipper to open and start a car, even your own. Keyless entry cars open when the fob sends a radio signal to the receiver in the car. That's a piece of cake for a Flipper, except that all but the oldest cars with keyless entry use rolling codes that change every time you use one. So you might be able to use it one time, but that's it. Still, setting up a single-use car door opening is an easy way to impress your friends. The TikTok videos that show a Flipper user changing the prices on a sign at a gas station are fake. Obviously, you can't empty an ATM with a commercially available handheld device. Well, that's all for this presentation. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching.